Alyssa Peely. She transferred from USC, where she played her first 3 seasons. This is her first season in Utah.
Oh, she's unique. Probably the best hands in the land. I mean, she does so many skilled things. She's powerful, but awfully graceful.
And you see the matchup on the side, offense versus defense. Utah, top 5 in the nation in scoring. Princeton, top 10 in the nation in scoring defense. Utah in their home whites, Princeton in the road orange. Our officials today, Melissa Barlow, Mark Resch, and jumping it up is Keisha Thompson. And we are underway, a chance at the Sweet 16 on the line here in Salt Lake City.
You see a lot of player-to-player defense, and you're seeing an offensive team that executes well on both ends.
Chen, the leading scorer for Princeton, number 20 in orange, and kicked over to Stone. It's off the mark, battle inside, Cunningham has it. Gets it poked away, Neepkins. And the Capital One starting lineups. Palmer back in there nursing a sore hammy. McQueen, Neepkins, Johnson, and Peely. McQueen triggers the 3 and is fouled in the act, and she will head to the line for 3 of them.
On the Tigers, number 23, Madison St.
Just a great job here. And take a look at how much respect Utah gathers at the three-point line. You have to guard them away from the basket. You saw 2 players kind of off balance, reaching, creating the foul.
That one goes against the freshman Madison St. Rose. Lynn Roberts, what a job she has done turning around this Utah program. 2 seasons ago, they were 5-16, or just 5 wins in that COVID era. And she took a hard look at the program, really into analytics now, and they had 20 wins last year, advanced to the second round of the NCAA tournament, and now a chance at the Sweet 16, the highest seed in the history of Utah basketball, the number 2 seed here in the Greenville 2 region.
Matchup to watch out for is, and you've seen it right here, Peely and number 00, Mitchell.
Number 20, Caitlin
Chen averages 16 points a game, knocks in that first jumper.
She changes speeds like Becky Hammond. She is just really fun to watch. Keep an eye on number 20 for Princeton.
Neepkins skip pass, Palmer. Palmer gets it to Peely, and she's on the board.
How about that? Now that's a unique penetrating pitch. Draws 2, Peely able to just lay it in.
Princeton trying to keep up on that baseline, or the dribble drive. And Grace Stone knocks in the baseline jumper. Peely on the double team, and they say she had too many steps. Ellie Mitchell, the 2-time Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year, getting the matchup today. And she's actually taller than Alyssa Peely.
Very solid in their player-to-player defense. You can see them trying to keep ball on one side of the court.
Chen gets to her pull-up jumper spot. That's where she likes to go, but her jumper's off.
Yeah, Utah's going to want to push it.
Mitchell pokes it away and recovers. And now Johnson with a deflection.
This Utah team spaces. Look at the touch pass by Peely.
Beautiful pass from Peely, who had 8 assists, a career high against Gardner-Webb.
And that combo has great chemistry. They play to each other time and time again.
Mitchell triggers the jumper, and it's good. She only averages 5.5 points per game.
And this is a special defender.
And now she's the one down low, takes the pass from Johnson, but it's deflected out of bounds.
We expect the double team, but what's going to be interesting to watch is where does it come from?
In the lane, draws contact, and we'll head to the line for 2. Carla Berube In her 4th year in charge of the Princeton Tigers, a 15-game winning streak, entering tonight, a 3-time Ivy League Coach of the Year. Also was at Tufts University, a fantastic coach and a national champ at UConn back in 1995.
So she takes the defensive principles as a player at UConn to Tufts, where she was before she was at Princeton, but they really execute defensively.
Keeley gets the free throw.
Utah is going to work really hard. You're going to see them ice by ice. I mean, they're going to push the ball to the sideline right there in all pick and roll situations.
Whoa. Keeley just swipes it away from Mitchell.
Those are some great hands. She can just take it away from Mitchell.
Trying to get it inside, and instead Stone steals it. St. Rose ahead, and she'll get the bucket.
Well, St. Rose, she looks more comfortable. She was in her first game as a freshman.
Johnson turns the corner and gets the left hand. Johnson had 20 in the first round. Keeley snags the rebound. Inside Johnson again, bodies flying, and she puts it off glass. Chen gets inside the lane, no good. Palmer, the point guard, with the rebound and push. Neepkins lets it fly, off the back rim, hustling down, and Utah will have another crack at it. Neepkins twisting in the air and finishes.
Yeah, Neepkins.
Chen working on McQueen, and she will draw the foul.
Fans are starting to really trend towards this brand of basketball, the scoring, the excitement, and of course Alyssa Peely. But this is a trend we're seeing all around the country, guys. We are seeing crowds pack it in. South Carolina selling out their building, leading the nation in scoring, from Iowa, LSU, Indiana.
Thank you, Holly. Great to see all the fans in the house as this program builds. Mentioned it 2 seasons ago, just 5 wins last year, making the NCAA tournament for the first time under Lynn Roberts. And now trying to get to the Sweet 16. There's McQueen turning the corner.
Yeah, good job. They have certain principles that they adhere to that is literally amazing. They stay in plays. Their closeouts are unbelievably disciplined.
Wedges in between the rim and the backboard.
You'll see it right here. You see with Caitlin Chain, hands up. That is a staple of this defense. Deflecting, getting into passing lanes. And if you just saw Carla Berube with her hands up too. And if you don't do it, you don't play.
I think it's required of the whole staff and the bench.
I've got mine up over here.
I'm surprised she's not asking you, Holly, to raise your hand. How about Peely?
Slices right. Stone. That one off the mark. And Vieta, another point guard rebound for Utah. Deji Young on the floor. Peely from 3, got it! She averages 43% from deep. She shoots 60% from the floor. Just 2 fouls against Utah here in the first quarter. There's 10 seconds to go. Chen blows by Peely and lays it up.
Did you see how she changes speed? And when she accelerates, she accelerates.
Vieta's last second attempt, no good, and Utah takes an 8-point lead into the second quarter. They can put points on the board in a hurry. St. Rose can't get it to go.
Well, this huge team, they advance the ball at almost every position.
Lonnie White got it deflected, but they say she was fouled in the act.
They just need to settle down and start paying attention to those details that have made them successful.
Yeah, this Princeton team has played some high-level opponents. This Utah team, the best scoring team in the Pac-12. Stone triggers the 3. Too strong. She had 5 made threes on Friday.
You know, that's what great rebounders do, what we just saw an example of right now.
Cunningham jumper, that hustle from Mitchell pays off. Taya Sidbury onto the floor for the Utes. The true freshman gets it to Neepkins. Now back, Sidbury tosses it to Peely and rolls 10 points now for Peely. She is 4 for 4. Chen tries to get around Sidbury, and she's denied. Neepkins, Euros, and they'll swing it. Peely with the footwork and the finish.
That's got everything you want in good half-court offense. It's got ball reversal. It's got spacing. Coming down here, just doing a great job on the block. Now here they come. Now take a look at this action here, okay? They think I'm going to handle it off. I mean, she could be a quarterback. I mean, that's just pretty clever right there.
How about Peely? Alyssa Peely in the NCAA tournament, 17 for 22 from the field. This is a lady that grew up in Alaska playing football for her dad and was a heavyweight wrestler as a kid. 13 state titles, and she's bringing it today, Dan.
Both ends of the court. Look at the skill, though. She just kind of plays the game with a presence. And she can read defense and just slows the game down, and some really good finishes.
5 for 5, 13 points, Holly.
Well, it's not just her skill, but she is so strong. You see her frame. She has always had a big, strong frame, but she's got it in much better shape. She dropped almost 30 pounds, over 30 pounds since she's been here to Utah. And
NC State, this is Connolly, the lefty senior, knocks it in.
Yeah, excellent patience. Inside to Mitchell, inside out.
Peely into the lane, rolls it in.
You know, if you have to close out the Peely, and Mitchell is an exceptional athlete, it's still really hard.
Career high 33 points in her first ever NCAA tournament game. Now 15, Mitchell inside.
Really like that. Mitchell's been active offensively. She's looking to contribute. She knows this is the type of game that both ends of the court are going to matter.
Nothing to worry about, John Mack. They've got work to do here. Down by 10 on Utah's home floor. McQueen lets it go and gets it.
That was close. I got a feeling the officials will take a look at that. This Tiger team, they'll run when it's opportunistic. If they're comfortable in the half court.
Chen from the corner, off the side of the backboard. Mitchell there and banks it home. She's got 6 points. She's already above her season average.
Absolutely love her presence offensively.
Neepkins crosses over, trying to flip it up, and that one is out of bounds off of Princeton.
Getting down there, just no space. The congestion that Princeton does is excellent.
Quick inbounds, fouled in the act. They get by as well. They're heading to the Sweet 16. Should be fun with all those highlights coming up at halftime.
The response of the crowds in the second round was just amazing to watch.
Grace Stone hit the big shot yesterday, puts it on the lane, kind of lost track of that one. Way up over the basket.
That's a crowd rebound by Peely right there.
Johnson was opened. But a kickball will put it on the baseline.
Those of us that have coached offensive players, we trust them. She trusts her players defensively.
Peely slices between defenders and will head to the line. Peely unstoppable so far in this NCAA tournament.
Absolutely.
Stone from the corner, got it. That was just about the same spot she hit that go-ahead 3 yesterday.
Chen is a great penetration point and a very good decision maker with the basket.
Johnson takes contact, and they will say it's an offensive foul. 10 to go. Chen draws contact.
She's a hard guard because when you set up on her, she moves you one way, she crosses over another, she changes speed. It's just difficult to stay in front of Chen.
San Marino, California. Flint Ridge Prep. Palmer. And that's deflected. And that's how we will go to halftime. Princeton has forced Peely into 5 turnovers. And they forced 8 turnovers in the second quarter. Neepkins with the steal.
Yeah,
High dribble taken away by Cunningham. Goes right at Peely. Peely retreats. And now into the hands of Palmer. And there's going to be a foul called against Cunningham.
I thought defensively we were seeing some of their best moments at the end of the second quarter.
They outscored Utah in the second. Peely draws 2 at the line where she is close to 80%.
Princeton number
Good job here. Just didn't quite get there in time. Not, she's not outside the arc, and that takes a pretty good hit.
That is the second foul on Caitlin Chen, who played all 40 minutes in their round 1 victory over NC State.
She's drawn 3 fouls already. That's exactly what Peely drew in the first half as well.
Peely knocks in both free throws. Chen gets it. This was a 14-point lead for Utah in the first half. Now down to 6. Inside, and that's a bucket for Johnson with 19 points. Chen in traffic, won't go. Neepkins has it.
Great real estate. Comes up a little empty.
Neepkins bit out of control, and St. Rose with a steal. Chen, floater, off the back rim. Chen has gone cold.
Yeah, very important that she kind of keep in the play. She is their timely scorer.
Another high-low look. Johnson has it in traffic, and that's 2. There's 17. Into the lane, no good. Mitchell crashing the glass, and she's got 8 points. Pick and roll, Peely open. 21 now for Peely.
Just a great hard dive.
Neepkins got it to her. Grace Stone open, knocks it down.
Whoa! And you can just see her deliver there.
But there's been a lot of good games here. Ray Allen of UConn played on this floor. Louisville and Denny Crum, Felton Spencer. Jerry Tarkanian from UNLV brought Larry Johnson and that great team here. And then one of the most famous shots ever on this court, Steve Nash, Santa Clara upsetting Arizona. One of the biggest upsets in NCAA history. That is until Fairleigh Dickinson beat Purdue this year.
Good stuff, Holly. Coach Magic Bird in this building. I know you remember that one.
I do.
Chen rising over the defense and breaks that cold streak. She's got 10. Make it 12 with the jumper.
Elevates over a contestant.
And the answer from Deja Young. Peely goes for the steal. That leaves Chen open on the dish. She chases her own rebound down. Stone has it. She has been the one player that has been able to hit for Princeton. She's got 3 made threes.
They hang around, they hang around, they hang around, and then they look to finish near the end.
Palmer taking it right at Mitchell, and she is called for steps.
You know, she is scoring today, but she impacts the game in so many ways, and you're seeing she's very intelligent. She reads speed and direction of the dribble and puts herself in that path.
Princeton hanging around, down by 6. Cunningham flips it up and in. Backdoor McQueen, but the weak side of Mitchell is there.
Yeah. Great length.
And they call a block on Deja Young. She wanted the travel.
Good try, but I believe the officials were on top of that.
Chen left open on the baseline, and that's silky smooth. The momentum all on the side of Princeton. Cunningham will get called for the foul. A 7-0 Princeton run over the last 140. Princeton looking to make history as the first Ivy League team to ever advance on the women's side. Their highest seed in program history. Stone sets the pick, pops for the 3, leaves it short, and that will end the third quarter, a 4-point ball game. Princeton.
And I was talking to her mom, Sandy, before the game. She didn't really grow up a big sports fan, and so her friend said, hey, you want to try out for this club basketball team? She said, yeah, I want to go. So she went, she stayed with the team. She actually had her first club coach here that she had in 4th grade that has been here the last couple of days here in Salt Lake City supporting her, and she just never looked back. She has been in love with basketball ever since.
26 points combined in the 2nd, 3rd, and now the first period, or the first minute of the 4th. Chen slicing in the lane, won't drop. Lonnie White, the freshman, with the rebound. Utah's offense has been disjointed. This is what they do normally, but Princeton's defense has come to play. Number 3 in the nation in scoring, and they finally get it to Peely. 30 points in the paint now for Utah. They've made just 1 3. Chen drawing contact, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Well, she really challenged her team. She said, if we don't start rebounding, we won't win. She thought that Princeton was getting a good look at those offensive boards and getting second chance opportunities because of it. She looked at her team and she was very serious. She said, guys, this is going to be hard. You're going to have to dig down right now. This is not going to be easy. She wants more sense of urgency for her team right now.
Princeton has done just a great job defensively. This Utah team averages 90 points per game on their home floor.
Yeah, they've been extremely effective at 3-point and plus just disruptive in kind of a ball movement sense.
Peely into the lane and draws the contact on Mitchell. Got her on her hip. Knocks down the first. Is on the ESPN Family and Networks. For more information, go to NCAA.com. Vieta trying to slide with Chen, forces the miss, but who else? Mitchell with the O-board. Underneath, Cunningham open, and she gets the pass and scores it. Peely inside the lane, denied by Mitchell, gets it back and can't finish.
You see the congestion? Multiple Princeton players in the basket area.
How about 14 rebounds for Mitchell? St. Rose, 3 is off, but they get another rebound. Stone, baseline drive, and she draws the contact on Peely.
Princeton is just relentless. Relentless offensively, you're seeing them rebounded, but you're also defensively.
She tweeted out, I'm 5'11" on a good day, but boy is she strong. What a battle. Ellie Mitchell, the Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year. Stone, knocking them in. Sidbury down low.
Play into the paint area. Important factor, Elise. 3 fouls on both teams. I think the free throw line could play a role in this as an effective way to score. Both teams making it hard on each other to score.
McQueen into the lane and 1, and the crowd on their feet for that one. McQueen, a Utah native. Her mom played here at the University of Utah, set the steals record. Mitchell working on Peely, draws the foul. We have seen some battles inside the lane between these two. Mitchell, in one area of her game, she's just a 42% foul shooter. Gets the second.
You can see Utah's attention to blocking out and rebounding has enhanced here in the 4th quarter.
Looking for the high-low look. Peely to Johnson. They've had so much success with that this season. And Jenna Johnson will head to the line, the 6'2" sophomore out of Minnesota.
Johnson is such a leader on his team, even though a sophomore.
Misses, but Palmer with the offensive rebound. Neepkins on the floor now. She gives it to Peely. And back to Neepkins. Palmer grazes the rim, and they say last off of St. Rose, but just 1 on the shot clock. They need to review this. I heard that hit the rim.
We had the ability to hear it.
So without the headsets on, they will give this to Utah, but just 1 second on the shot clock. And both teams a chance for a breather. Peely the back rim.
Pretty good look for Peely right there.
Chen working on Peely, misses it.
Great job by Peely not to foul the driving Chen.
Down low for Johnson, and she gets held by Grace Stone.
Well, you guys can see just how tough she is. She's sporting a pretty good shiner on her eyes. She said she got that from the male practice players. They call her the team mom, and Coach, you said it. She's 19 going on 40. She doesn't watch TV. She doesn't watch movies. She just works. She's in student government, student leadership, FCA. She's heavily involved in her church, and she is that heart and soul of this team.
And she misses both free throws. An excellent free throw shooter, but just 1 for 7 from the line over the last 4 games. Stone slicing through, but her scoop misses.
Good real estate, tough finish. Utah is going to be patient, or they have had such success in the paint.
They have held Gianna Neepkins to just 3 points. She averages 15, the second leading scorer, and Julia Cunningham denying her. She has it now. Into the lane, and she will head to the foul line on the bump from Cunningham.
Number 24, Julia Cunningham.
Minnesota native rolls that one in. Pac-12 freshman of the year. And she said last year they came up just short, but they have found a way to slow her down for now. Chen hesitation into the lane and will head to the line. Chen is 70% foul shooter on the season, 6 for 6 today. Cool on the first one.
Utah going to have to handle the ball well.
Misses the second. Neepkins averages over 5 boards a game. Had it. Palmer won't go. Johnson has the O board. And the foul coming. Sticks the first. And gets the second. Chen triggers the quick 2, and it's a 2-possession game.
Full court pressure.
And they call a tie-up. Possession arrow favors Utah. They get it to Neepkins, and she flips it over to Palmer. Between. And they will run some clock with a 6-point lead. Foul coming for Cunningham.
Number 24, Julia Cunningham.
And that is her 5th foul.
Well, she has been so impactful for this Princeton team. Now, this Utah team is a good free throw shooting team. They're a good 3-point shooting team, but it's been one of those games where the ball hasn't gone in the basket. There's the hammer screen.
Chen rising up, won't go down, fight for the board. Princeton has it. Stone gets it deflected by Neepkins. And Utah comes away with it.
She got that crowd rebound. You got Mitchell, who is very, very difficult to maneuver against, but her strength is real.
They were down a point. She nailed 2 free throws with just over a second to go. Stone hits it. And that makes it a 2-possession game. Utah, excellent foul shooting team. Neepkins, an 84% foul shooter. They don't foul her. They get it to Vieta, and finally they wrap it up.
The foul being called here. You don't often see a team going to an official asking for a foul.
Allen rolls out. With a 3-possession game at 7 points. Connolly gets fouled in the act.
Utah with 3 timeouts left. Really saved their timeouts well. They're going to have the ability to advance.
And that one will count. Differential 8.5 seconds. Got to get it in. They do to Peely.
I was here at a practice recently doing an interview with her, and she stayed after practice for over an hour. Now we've just jinxed her there, but this is something she's worked at as a big. There she is.
She knocks down the second. Battle for the rebound, and that is it. Utah hangs on. They were tested by the 10 seed Princeton, but they are heading to the Sweet 16.
This incredible offensive team had to dig in today and defend and rebound and put themselves in a situation for the first time they'll step into the Sweet 16.